Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to our back porch. Rene here for another daily video devo. And today I want to dive into three verses that we skipped over to get to the part of Colossians we talked about in the sermon this weekend. But there's three great verses in Colossians chapter 1 that I want to talk about today. And these things are about you. These are truths. These are true of you, what you have because of your faith in Jesus Christ. And I really want to emphasize this because so many Christians just don't think of themselves this way. I want to look at Colossians chapter 1, verses 12, 13, and 14 very quickly this morning. Colossians 1:12 says, "Give thanks to the Father who has qualified you to share in the inheritance of the saints in the kingdom of light." God has qualified you to share in the inheritance of the saints. Has qualified, past tense. You don't have to worry about having to qualify to go to heaven. Jesus Christ has already done that for you. And now look at Colossians chapter 1, verse 13. "For he has rescued us from the dominion of darkness and brought us into the kingdom of the Son he loves." This is so important for the Colossians. They were apparently walking in fear of evil spirits, and maybe you fear evil around you, but this says God has already rescued you from the dominion of darkness. And now look at Colossians 1, verse 14. "God has purchased our freedom with his blood and has forgiven all our sins." Right now, you may feel guilty about something, maybe something you did last night or last week or last year. You still feel ashamed and you're thinking of a way you can prove to God that you're worthy. But God has already qualified you. He's already rescued you. He's already forgiven you, according to Colossians chapter 1. Now, maybe you're saying, well, if that's true, how come I don't always feel forgiven? I don't always feel qualified. I don't always feel delivered. I was reading this in a book, and I thought this has such relevance. The author says, "Have you ever seen an elephant at a circus or a zoo tethered to the ground by a little rope held to a little tent stake? Did it ever occur to you, how in the world does that little stake keep a giant elephant down? He could rip it up in a second." Well, you know how they do it? When the elephant is born, they tie the exact same rope and stake to it. When it's little, it cannot break free. It doesn't have the strength. It tries 10,000 times, and it can't. And for the rest of its life, it believes that this little stake holds it down. That is a lie, but the elephant believes it because it was raised with that lie. Some of you were raised since you were little with a religious lie. You have to try really hard to gain God's approval, or you need to perform to be accepted, or God doesn't really like you, doesn't really love you. And now that little stake of lies from your childhood holds you back, but it's a lie. Pull it up, tear it apart, replace it with the truth. The truth is Jesus Christ came to set you free. Like I said this past weekend, take those message notes from the last weekend, put them up somewhere. You're going to see them every single day, and you will find that your freedom, your confidence, your sense of calm in crisis, your centeredness grows very easily as you simply focus on Jesus Christ and the truth of what he has done for you. God bless you. Go in that truth, and I know you're going to have a great day.